All right, so thank you very much. We are good to go. Again, you are welcome, and it's amazing to meet you all. Today, we are going to look at one of my most favorite training. Yes, and that is about team building. So I want to start by mentioning to all of us that the main goal, many of people join network marketing. There are a number of us that are taking this as a very serious source of income, and we are looking forward to building it to a point where you make residual income out of it. You're going to understand that just like other businesses where you have to build maybe pay employees, make your employees happy, make your employees, for you to be able to get the best result for your company. If you are having a company, you have to ensure that your staff member or the people who are working for you are so excited coming at work. They are so excited even doing what they are supposed to do, whatever their job description is. And that's how the company is going to thrive, when everyone is being productive in whatever office that they are in, the sales team, the management, everyone. Now, in network marketing, we don't have employees. Okay, we don't have employees. We have business partners. We have downlines that joined willingly to build their business. And some, maybe they didn't join to build business as per se. But then as a leader, there are certain things for you to be able to make this team productive. These people that are going to join, if you have not yet even got one, okay, if you already have a downline under you, either it's a spillover or personal direct person, or the people that were introduced by your people. If you have anybody under your genealogy, you're already a leader, and I expect you to take responsibility of that team. So aside from the employees, when you look at how the boss would do things with the employee, probably if the employee is not performing well, there will be threats, ABCD, you'll be fired and all that. And for them to be productive, that is some of the strategy they will use. But then in your business, it does not work like that. In network marketing business, these are your fellow business partners. So you have to learn ways on how you can motivate them, to get them produce, to get them be able to produce results. This does not have to do with your upline. You can do it. Like I said, as long as you have somebody under you, if you want to make big money in this business, you have to be able to lead that person under you, or to lead those people under you. Okay, so you have to be very good at leading. Remember, the three things we talk about that we do in our business: one, selling of quality products to the final consumer through word of mouth, and then building a network of other distributors that are doing other things. The same thing. And then the last thing is increasing the productivity of that network through your leadership. So you see, meaning you can be able to have a network. It's very possible. In fact, it's one of the easiest thing to do, because it's just about doing a presentation. Anybody can present. You can do a presentation and people join. But then what happens when they join is what is going to make you stay in business, what is going to make you enjoy the residual income in network marketing. So anybody can recruit, even a deaf person, even somebody who has disabilities in terms of maybe speaking, or they can't hear, as long as they have a way to get somebody to listen to a presentation, they can recruit by sending a link. Somebody can join. It is so simple, just like that. It requires just putting in the effort to be able to share the opportunity. But then when it comes to the part of helping the person who joined you do what they're supposed to do or become productive, that is beyond sending a link. That is beyond invitation. It is going an extra mile and invest an extra time or invest an extra effort, invest some extra energy in growing yourself as a leader, but also making sure you nurture this person to help them become a better networker. So I want to give you 10 tips that I believe can help you. They have helped me. They have helped so many top leaders. They have been used years over years in building network. And so I believe that if you too, you become very serious, apply these tips on your team. You have one downline, do it with them. You have two downlines, do it with them. Or you have 10 or even 100. You don't need to have 100 people in your team to be able to create a huge team. You can create a huge team and have huge results, starting with the few people that you have. Just get good at making sure you maximize them by finding ways on how you can keep them productive through the motivation. All right, so let's look at these tips. First of all, I want you to understand, you as an upline, okay, you play a huge role in the team's success. That's how you have to have it in your mind, that these people who are joining under me, or this person that I've recruited, I have a huge part that I have to participate, that I have to play in order for them to get result. You have to understand that. Don't you think that when they join, it is going to be automatic they will get a result? Or you don't say, it's my upline's responsibility. No, remember, we're in a business of duplication. You have to take responsibility of the people that believed in you. Most of the people, in fact, all people who join your team that you talk to, they believed in you. They didn't believe in your upline. Even if your upline testimony encouraged them to make a decision to join, but if it was just the upline's testimony, in this case, I'm assuming your upline did the closing. If it was just your upline's effort, testimony, probably it would take them even much longer to make a decision to join, because there was no trust. They could not be trust. But they lean on your trust when they were making a decision, because they believed in you and they loved you very much. They wanted to join you so that you make this happen. So don't give up on them. You play a huge part in their success and failure. So, can you motivate your MLM team? The answer is yes. The other question you need to ask yourself, are you committed? Are you committed at encouraging this? Are you committed to take the team you brought to the top? Are you persistent in the business that you are doing? Are we together? Or have you found success in any area of your business? Maybe you found success in inviting. Maybe you found success in presenting. You are good at presenting. You're a good person. Maybe you found success, even the results from the business. You got some results in the product. Have you got results? Can your team look up to you for that? Maybe you have results from the business. You have been able to recruit somebody and you made some money. You know, success does not mean you became a global ambassador or you became a diamond global ambassador. Well, that has its own place and it is very important to acquire ranks, but you have to understand that even recruiting one person and you make a direct referral bonus, it's already a success in the company system. It's already a success if your downline has not yet achieved that level of income. So you have to ensure that you attain these steps to help you motivate your team. So these are some of the questions your team are asking themselves day by day, regardless of whether they ask you or not. They have these questions. Number one, can you motivate them? Are you somebody who is personal, self-motivated? Are you committed to their success? They are asking these things. Whether they come to you or not, are you persistent? Or can they rely on you for a long-term vision? Or have you found success in the business? Okay? So that must realize that as a sponsor to your team, you have you are an ultimate role model to all your downlines. Okay, you are the leader that your team looks up to. Go and type in the chat room, I am the leader that my team looks up to. Don't say, my team looks up to my upline. My team looks up to the Global Ambassador Barnabas. No, no. Your team looks up to you. Your team believed in you. Your team, what you tell them, it is more important. It's very, very important. Yes, the top leaders, the grand uplines, they have their own place. But I want you to understand that you are their direct mother, you are their direct father. You are the one that they trust so much because they spend most of the time with you. They can see you easily, they can talk to you easily. If what you are doing is wrong, most times you are going to mislead them. Yesterday I was in the Global Ambassadors training, and really I was very, very challenged when he mentioned a statement that up to now I was meditating about it. He talked about people who start network marketing and without skills, they go out there without sharpening their axe and they put in too much work. And he was like, okay, if you are going to do this thing, what will happen is that you are going to quit the business and you are going to kill so many, you are going to kill your dream, you are going to kill your dream, you are going to kill so many people along the way, and you will kill yourself as well. Okay, what he was trying to put across is that you have to invest in yourself and be willing to learn the business so that you can take people to the right destination that they desire. Next is your role is not to be your team's boss, but rather their teacher, their mentor, their guider to success. So this is very, very important. Understand? So don't be a commander. Don't be somebody who is always giving commandments, giving them instructions, hey, do this, do that. Yes, you can, there is a time where you have, but if it is instruction, guide them. Inspire them through your actions. Your job is to keep your team motivated, passionate about network marketing opportunity. I repeat, these are job descriptions of you as a leader. This is very important. This is a very powerful training. So tip number one, after understanding all those things, you have understood your job description. The first tip I want to give you is become good at relationships. Get good at relating with your team members. You know, a team is like it's more like a family. You have to connect with your downlines. You have to connect with your people. Ladies and gentlemen, don't take relationship building with your team for granted. Some of us, we are so mindful to building relationship with the prospect, with the people that have not yet joined, more than the downlines or the people that are already in our business. All together. Take care of those people. Are you mindful? Let's keep reminding our friends that are not yet in the room. Keep reminding our friends that are not yet in the room. So tip number one is relate. Building relationship with your team is very, very, very important. Express to your team members that you were once like them, that at one point you were also a brand new distributor. Let them hear these stories. There are some of them that are thinking of quitting because they have tried to recruit. It's now a month or two and no one is joining and they are feeling like they are taking it personal. When you go out and you talk to them and they find encouragement from you, the first thing, they are going to relate with you. They will feel you more than they could feel your upline. So I want you to make it a point that you are intentional at building quality relationships with the people that are in your team, the people that are coming on board under your team. It's very, very important. Share with them how you also didn't have any idea about network marketing. Even me, I didn't understand. When I started this business, I didn't know. I've never done network marketing before. Then I would tell you how I got where I am. Oh, I went through the first step training. I was coached and mentored by great leaders, and here I am. The other thing I want you to do is show them that you went through the same exact challenges. yet you achieved many accomplishments. Okay, share with them about all the questions that you had, all the fears, the hardships, the days you endured. Yesterday, Global Ambassador Barnabas was telling us about the challenges that he went through in his network. You know, when they were arrested in Zambia, and today the M Global is launching this month officially after so many years of struggling, after so many years of discouragement, after so many years of people coming and going, but they kept standing. So these things, your downlines, remember, you know, facts tell, but stories sell. Your downlines are going to be sold so much to those stories because they relate, they connect. I remember there are days I've been sharing with my experience in my first year in the business with some people, and people feel so connected to my sharing, even more than to a book they have read. Why? Because they can see me, because they understand that I'm in the same region with them, you know. So I want you to understand your team. Take time. Okay, you could be, let's say, I'm using an example of a plane, Natasha, maybe you are in Zomba. You know, your downlines, there are some challenges they go through that me as a person, maybe from right now, I'm in Lusaka, that I could not understand. But if you as a leader rise up and you become the source of their motivation, they will actually find it so energetic and exciting. They will relate to your story and encouragement more to somebody who is aware, because I mean, you live in the same environment with them, you eat the same type of food they eat, you are using the same type of transport, maybe you are staying, I mean, the same environment, so they can easily relate. If it is something affecting the whole community, you are all affected. So your downlines are going to find encouragement every time you speak to them, every time you speak life in them, every time you give them encouragement. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that these people are entrepreneurs. These people that are joining your team, they are, some of them have never done network marketing before. Okay, generally, they have never done entrepreneurship before. So they seek encouragement and what? And the motivation. Take time and have one-on-one with each of them. There is no problem taking your downline out. These are very important things. Call them and tell them, champion, I don't see you coming on Zoom. What could be the challenge? Let's meet tomorrow. I want us to have a chat. Some of them had very powerful dreams. They were so excited about their vision, but along the way, because they lacked the motivation to keep them moving, they lacked somebody to inspire them, to tell them it's possible, to tell them, let's continue even when challenges are there. They lack that person. You could be that person. Raise up and take that team of yours to the top where they belong. Prove to your team members how happy you are today and how successful you are. Or maybe you haven't been even successful that much. Show them that you have your dreams alive, that your dreams have not yet died, that you are still hopeful, that your future is bright. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what leaders are about. That's how you're going to influence your team. The second thing I want you to do is encourage them. Always, always, always be positive. As a leader, be optimistic. Always look out for opportunities. If your team members are feeling unsure or discouraged, make that extra effort to ensure they receive the attention that they need. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, take your business serious by building a relationship with your people. Encourage your people. Rehash to your team members what exactly they are working for. Always remind them. Tell them we are talking, sell the vision. John C. Maxwell talks about casting the vision. With time, some of you have been part of big companies. Big companies, every time the CEO will stand to talk, every time the CEO will stand to talk, will open his mouth to talk to his people, he is going to sell the vision of the company, the vision of the association, the vision of the organization. What is the vision of your group? What is the vision of your business? What's the vision of those team members? There is something that connect all of us. There is something that made all of us see this as an opportunity. Remind your team. Remind your team. Remind your team the vision. Remind them why they started this in the first place. Always be the source of encouragement. Never complain. Never complain to your team. Always, if you have any challenge, take it to your uplines. Remember, you are a source of encouragement to those people. They joined because they lacked hope. They saw hope in your opportunity. They joined because they were looking for a solution in your opportunity. Don't sell problems to them when you are talking to them. Don't sell discouragement to them when you are talking to them. Be the source of encouragement you were to them when you were presenting. Show them the solution. Okay? This is life. This is a lifetime of success, and inspire them to succeed. Practice praise. Tip number 3, practice praise. Go in the chat room and type it. Everyone type practice praise. Everyone loves to hear compliment. So why not compliment your team for their success? Praise and compliment them when they hit certain goals, when they perform well, when they go beyond their expectation. Make sure you do this. Give praise and reward to your team. This does not mean that you should buy them a lot of things, so you should take them. I mean, even saying thank you or congratulations, champion. Congratulations, my dear. I am very proud of you. What you have done, you can do more. I believe in you. These words. If you are associating with some of the top leaders in network marketing M Global, you are going to find that the term, they have the character of complimenting on their lips all the time. It is their natural being. They are always complimenting. They are always looking for something good about people, about their team members. You will never meet a top leader. You will never meet a global ambassador and spend 5, 3, 4, 6 minutes without hearing a compliment from them. They will compliment the way you are dressing. They will compliment how you have invited many people. They will compliment, they will recognize you. They will find something, even petty, simple things that somebody would take for granted. They will compliment you for them. Ladies and gentlemen, people are thirsty for compliments. When was the last time your husband complimented you? When was the last time you received a genuine compliment? Somebody appreciating your effort. Oh, thank you. I like the color of your suit. I like the color of your shoes. Oh, champion. You've had 2 guests in the presentation. I know you are doing your best. Congratulations. Keep pushing. Next time I know you are bringing 10. I'm telling you, that is how we keep the teams motivated. Show them that you appreciate the effort they are putting in. Next, I want you to be ethical. No one looks up to somebody who is unethical. If you are dishonest, untrustworthy, or manipulative, your team members will not look up to you as a role model. These are very wrong characters, and trust me, they will tear and tear and tear and tear down your business. Create the role of a positive, honest, and trustworthy leader who can be looked up to. Ladies and gentlemen, this, yes, I understand. We are all human beings. You may not be perfect, but always thrive for excellence. Thrive for excellence. Keep your business clean. Let your downlines have no issues to trust you. Be transparent in your dealings. Let them know what is happening. Let them know. I always like, more especially my friends, those who are, more especially our countries here, Zambia and Malawi, where you have a lot of challenges. Now Malawi, Zambia is off the list of those countries. You are no longer people we talk about, oh, you are having issues with encashment. That is now history. That's now history. The cry is over. Now there is no more, hey, this and that. With my friends in Malawi, I always like telling them, okay, you bought your product. This is where they are. This is what is happening. Some of the leaders, they may find these things unnecessary to be told to the downline. But I will tell you, because I want you to know that your upline is very, very concerned to see that your business grows. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how business is going to, that's how your business and your team members are going to trust you And so you're going to build a thriving business. The next tip I want to give you, tip number 5. I want you to go in the chat room if you are learning and you are growing as a leader, and type, I am growing. Type, I am growing. I am growing. You become limitless by doing these things. You become a limitless leader who has financial freedom, and leader is going to build residual income by doing these things. Number 5 tip, have weekly calls. Have weekly calls. Ladies and gentlemen, communication in organizations or business is a fundamental thing. Even in marriage, communication is fundamental. You have to keep in touch with your team. No, I'm not saying messages. I'm not saying send, I'm saying set aside a few hours of the week to have one-on-one calls with your team members, with your small team, so that you talk about team hurdles, know what is going on. Some of them are gossiping behind over certain things. When you have a call and they express themselves, then you find a solution to these challenges. Don't wait for things to pile up. Or one issue has come up, they have bottled it up. You know, the other thing has come up, they have bottled it up. The next thing has come up, they have bottled it up. That's how they start quitting one by one. Before you know it, a team of 15, 20, 40, 60 people has become 4, 5, 1, 0. And now you are left alone. You want to start now inviting again. Yet, if you were able to do the things, you could find leaders that could take up their responsibility, and that way you could find financial freedom in your business. Ladies and gentlemen, take these things for very, very serious. Take time and talk to your people. Take time and show them the election. Take time, listen to them. Okay? And when I say listen to them, hear their challenges. Don't agree that, oh, okay, if you know when your downlines are complaining, don't be this person who is always encouraging complaining attitude in the business. What I mean, let them have a door where if they say a challenge, they can always talk to you. And that door is you calling them. Find the time and call your downline. Have conference calls with those that you have chosen to say this, I'm going to work very closely with. You cannot work with everybody on your team. You cannot work with everybody on your team. So whoever you have chosen to say, I'm going to work with these people very closely, make sure you have weekly calls. Call once a week. Have it, if there are 2 people, it's okay, but have weekly calls and communicate and talk, strategize. This allows your team to stay on track, and your team members, okay, their milestones, their goals, understand what's your next goal. How many points are you left with to become a super executive champion? How many points are you left with to become a gold executive? What are you doing? What's your next goal? Okay, how much are you making next month? Oh, I want to build a house. Oh, okay. Okay, what is the strategy? You want to make 5 million next week. You understand what I'm saying? So that you hear them out and you strategize together, you are going to become the super guru of your business. And eventually, you are going to become limitless. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like I'm not training leaders, because leaders will follow instruction. When somebody says go in the chat room and do ABCD, leaders act. If you are here and you are a limitless leader, I expect you to follow instruction. When I say, please go ahead and type ABCD, do it. This is a powerful training. This is a leadership training. I'm grooming you to be a leader, and I want you to be a responsible leader. Please go ahead and act. Go ahead and act. Act now. Act now. It is a sign that you are not active. If I type, I ask you to respond and you don't. That's a sign that you are not in the training. Okay? The other thing I want you to do is this allows your team to ask you questions or guidance. You know? So this weekly call should start in the beginning of the week, perhaps on Monday morning, or, you know, set up the week for success. It's very good. I like Mondays. Mondays, they always really set up the week for massive success. Am I speaking to somebody? Next, plan events. Oh my goodness. How much can I emphasize this? Save some money as a leader. Don't wait for your upline for the events. Eric Ward tells us in his story that the day he started enjoying network marketing is the day he said bye-bye to my upline. Could it be that the biggest problem, the biggest handbrake, the biggest challenge to why you are not moving forward is because you are too dependent on your upline? Is because you expect too much from your upline and too little from yourself as a leader. Maybe this is the time for you to take up responsibility and say, what is the upline doing that I can't do? Definitely nothing. Nothing your upline is able to do that you can do. It is just a mindset that you have to change. So I want you to plan events. If upline is planning events, why don't you plan events with your downline? If your upline calls you, why don't you call your upline, your downline? Save some money and have an event. It can be a Christmas party, it can be an evening coffee meeting, it can be a presentation at home. Spend some time hosting your team members. Some of us, we do the business as if we are total strangers with our team members. Your downlines, you live in the same area with them, you stay in the same area with them, you call other strangers from other places, they visit your home, but even your closest downline leaders, you've never called them for a cup of coffee at your place. Ladies and gentlemen, these things, they bond teams. A team that eats together stays forever. Call your downline for a team, maybe 4 or 5 people, or call them at home if your home is not so big to accommodate the entire team. But call them. We have a dinner tonight at my place. I'm hosting you. Let them come and have a dinner. Jesus used to do that in his leadership. And you wash their feet, and then you eat with them. You may not wash their feet, but eat with your team. Eat with your team, let you have fun on the dinner, discuss things and sell the vision on the dinner. Let me tell you, you are going to put too much airplane fuel in your team. You get a point? Ladies and gentlemen, these things are going to take your business to a whole new level. Spend some time hosting your team members. If your home is big enough, organize that day, tell your family, I'm hosting my business partners. Okay? Yes. I'm hosting my business partners. Call some of them, maybe, you can put there a qualification. You say, we shall have a dinner at my home. Our qualification is the order 1 box of C24/7, 2 boxes of C24/7. And then we shall have a party at my home. Buy things, buy and organize. Let them come and enjoy. And then when you tell them, let's invite, they are going to invite and you're going to make money. They will be happy, you will be happy, and you become a huge family. Okay? This is going to allow your team to recognize that you are not just 100% business, but also how to entertain and enjoy life. It also allows your team members to get together and they connect, they bond, they understand each other, they learn from each other, they discover abilities that they didn't know from their fellow team members. And this is what big teams do, big successful organizations do. It creates that synergy and creates opportunity to work together. Eat together with your team. Call them out together. Very, very important. Next is stay informed as a leader. Stay informed. At the end of the day, knowledge is power. Everyone loves to learn something new. Every single person loves to learn something new. What is it that you are going to teach your downline tomorrow? When you are meeting them, when you call them, okay? Sometimes when I'm talking to my downline, almost every meeting I have, it turns every conversation, even the simplest, before you know it, it has turned into a short mini training. because I always have something to share with my team. I always have something to tell them about my journey of network marketing, challenges that they are facing. What is it? I've read books, I've attended the trainings, I've subscribed to powerful, programs on internet, on online. Be open-minded to learning new things and staying informed with today's news. You allow yourself to be a source of information to your team. Let your team not think of sourcing information from other groups, but your own group. They should say, our team, we are informed. Our team, our upline. Anything you ask our upline, he knows it. If it is about trainings, if it is about the company, if it is about the industry, if it is about the product, be informed. Be informed. Take time and be the most informed team member of your team. They will look up to you for information. They will not go out to start looking for other people. But they will start learning things that you will understand what I'm saying. So inform yourself, be informed. When you share your knowledge with your team members, they will always remember you as the leader who knew everything about anything. Ladies and gentlemen, my good leaders, the limitless leaders, make this thing personal. Show your team members that they are not just colleagues or simple worker relationship. Engage with your team members and make it a point to find more about their lives, hobbies and interests. Are they dating? Who are they dating? Is the person they are dating in support of the vision that you two are trying to promote? Maybe you don't know the person who is dating your new downline. Maybe it's a young lady, a young gentleman. And the person they are dating is the source of discouragement. You just see your downline changing all of a sudden. No, your team members, take it personal. Take it personal. Have personal conversations, even beyond business, to understand them better. That way, you will be able to know, oh, okay, this is how I treat this person. If it comes to business, if it comes to network building, one size does not fit for all. Can't fit all. Do they have families? Know them. Some of you, I've never called you and I don't ask you about your family. I don't do that. I always want to know what is your family up to. If I know that your family, your daughter, your son, your husband, your wife is sick, then I have to go slow. I have to understand you so that I know, oh, this person, every time I call you, I have to check on you. How is your daughter now? How is your son now? How is it going? It's very important because this business is a relationship business. Do they have families? They are a region. Which church are they going to? What do they enjoy doing outside work? Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to show genuine interest in your team members and live outside the business. Have life with them, even out of the business. This is very important. Now, let me make mention. This does not mean to get so familiar. Familiarism is not good as well. If your downline becomes so, they become so familiar with you, you do certain things in a way that it has removed the respect of being an upline. What I mean is be human. Be human with your team. Okay, be human with your team. They should know that upline has even this part. He can dance, he can laugh, he can feel bad, he can feel sad at some point. And this is what is going to make you a great leader. They will really appreciate the true you, and it will be something very encouraging to them. Encourage personal development in your team. Not all the time you are going to be there to talk to your downlines. If they don't get a culture where they spend time, where they take out time to read something about their business, to listen to something about their business, it means if you don't talk to them, they will never stay motivated during that time. Meaning every time they are away with you, they will go down. Their batteries are going to go down. But if you have created a culture in your team where you encourage personal development, where you don't just look at them and you just leave them. You are encouraging people to watch videos. You are sending them things that you watch that encourages you. You are calling them. Have you read a book today? Have you listened to an audio today? Have you listened to the scrolls today? I mean, these things are going to ensure that if the couch has been planted well, at the end of the day, it is going to become a self-driven business. You are going to have a team full of self-motivated team members. No matter how successful we become, encouraging and charismatic, no matter how successful, encouraging, or charismatic you are, always help to have information coming from your team members, also where you can learn from. The last thing, the last tip, which is going to be our tip number 10, is reward them. Ladies and gentlemen, incentives is everything nowadays. Things like buy one, get one for free. Act now, and get 20% off. If you place your order now, you get 20%. You know, these incentives are very, very important. Or have 5 guests in the presentation and you win a credit of 1,000 Malawi kwacha or 20 kwacha. These are very powerful ingredients that are going to encourage your team members to even do more, become more, and produce more. Such incentives motivate people to work. So create these incentives in your team to motivate them to work harder and to get results. The bonus I want to leave you lastly is one thing to keep in mind, is that no matter what, you cannot motivate anyone to do anything. Motivation comes from within. So it is best to find team members who are self-motivated and believe in themselves. If anything, your job is to inspire your team members. So use the above tips to keep your team passionate and inspired. You have to know that. The best teams are teams with self-motivated players. So whatever I've just shared with you, it will help you inspire them. Motivation comes from inside out. This gets us to the end of our tonight's training. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been such a wonderful audience.